started.
Yeah, it's usually what happens when you hit the red button.
Hi, people.
Hello.
That are watching the replay of this.
Yes, because no one's going to watch us live.
No, people are going to watch live.
Sure.
I'm just saying, it's just no one is on right when you hit the live button.
That's true, because that would be weird.
So what are you doing?
I'm sending a message to my god brother about the attire for the wedding.
So why don't you tell the people who watched the video what the attire is?
Clothing. So summer. Like, oh, you don't like how bright you are?
Yeah, I was looking a little too bright.
Yeah. So summer formal. You know, you got your seersucker, throw your seersucker on. You got your clean linen, throw your linen on.
Wear a suit. If you're a male, wear a suit. Don't nobody come to this wedding with jeans on.
I don't think anyone's gonna come to this wedding with jeans.
You'll be surprised.
I would, but I wouldn't.
But yeah, no jeans, please.
Yeah.
I'll give you the side eye. Like, I really would.
Thing is, I don't.
If I know you, if you're somebody that I know personally, I'm gonna put you on blast because I'm gonna be like, I know you didn't come to my wedding in no jeans. Like, I'm gonna actually say that.
My thing is, okay, if you dress up jeans and it's like an indoor outdoor, I'm cool with that. If you dress up jeans, if you dress up jeans, it can look flat.
No, this is not a Boys to Men end of the road music video shoot. You will not come in jeans.
Just for that, all the groom's gonna wear jeans.
Be sure to go to Etsy and buy a cup for me. I'll personalize it for you.
Yeah, that's a great plug. If you go to our Etsy, which is not really our Etsy, it's more so her Etsy, even though I was like, hey, we should do an Etsy. You can see all the cool gifts and things that we have actually made for people in the wedding and ourselves. And by ourselves, I mean Rahel, because I don't really have a lot.
I made you a hanger.
You made me a hanger, that's right.
That's not on Etsy, though.
It's not on Etsy. So still, the only things that can be purchased on Etsy.
My shoes are on Etsy.
Yeah.
Which I'm not going to show people until the wedding.
Yeah, just know
hey,
that.
Shona.
Hello, Shona.
You went to her wedding. It's Mikey's wedding.
Oh, Mikey's wedding, yeah. I did go to that wedding. And I didn't go to their wedding in jeans. So, yeah.
You wore a suit.
Their wedding was in a church, so.
It doesn't matter. I feel like if you go to a wedding, you need to wear a suit.
It depends on the wedding. Like, we had this conversation earlier. It depends on the wedding.
I mean, if we're having a beach wedding, cool. I don't expect anyone to come to the beach with a suit on. However, if you come to this wedding with jeans, hey, Sion.
Hey, Sion.
I'm so sad you can't come. But if you come to this wedding and you got on some jeans with some holes in it.
Yeah, you can't do the distressed jeans.
You should wear jeans to a wedding, period.
It just depends. Like I said, I get why you say that, but it depends on, like, to me. It's like,
if you go into court and you wore jeans, the judge looks at you sideways.
Okay.
And that's how I'm gonna look at people.
So if you're going to court, first of all, you're not the judge.
Yes, I am. Don't nobody need to come to.
You ain't even a TV judge. Like,
I'm just saying.
TV judge,
don't nobody need to come to this wedding in no jeans. Hey, Mimi. Don't nobody need to come.
Sure. Oh, I'm just saying hi to people. When you say,
know
hey,
my
I know.
I was like, what you mean?
I'm looking down and just repeating. I'm just being a parrot right now.
Oh. Well, anyway, no. I feel like you should not wear jeans to a wedding. Point blank, period. There's nothing that anyone can say to me that makes me think.
No one's trying to sit here and just make some convincing argument for you to go, oh, okay, now that you put it that way, that's cool. You're going to have your opinion on this. I'm going to have mine.
Anywho, I left the papers at home. We're headed to see our wedding planner.
Yep.
Planners.
Yep.
AKA Mario's aunt and cousin. But they really are wedding planners. It ain't like we didn't just randomly be like, hey, go do this. So they really are wedding planners. But I'm saying, I'm giving them your shout out. They're your aunt and cousin too.
Amy said, hi, beautiful.
Hi. I said hi, auntie.
Okay. So, yeah. So, if you aren't already or you're not aware, Lugenia's Affairs, who's actually doing all of our wedding work for us, they're doing most of the heavy lifting. As it was stated earlier, for the morning. As stated earlier, that's my aunt and my cousin. The one with the last. not sure.
But
yeah, they're doing, the daytime heavy lifting. They are a real company. My aunt has been doing this for 40 plus years. The catchphrase that I've heard throughout the whole time is, they did my wedding right. And that's pretty much coming from my mother. My mom says that.
What did you have?
Aphesis auntie, I'm here, sister.
She's the other auntie.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so they actually, well, not they, Mario's aunt, because his cousin wasn't alive.
No, Isha wasn't alive then.
Did plan Mario's parents' wedding.
Yes.
So she's been doing this a long time.
She's done,
Hey, you're solemn.
Hey, you're solemn. She's done every family wedding. She's done a lot of weddings for years and years.
Yeah, so she's done some of the weddings that we've covered.
Yep, she actually has done a few of the weddings that we have covered.
So they're in good hands.
Mm-hmm.
So if you need any event planning or wedding planning,
yes, it's not limited just to weddings. They do all types of
birthday parties,
yes,
anything, bridal showers, baby showers.
I think they've done the bar mitzvah and the quinceañera once. I kid you not. I really think they've done the quinceañera. I'm not sure about the bar mitzvah.
I can see a quinceañera.
Yeah, they've done it all.
So, as the title of the video says, 7.
Ricardo.
It says 7.
Hello, sir. It is 7.
Ricardo and I have a love-hate friendship because he lives in Chicago now, but ATL through and through.
Mm-hmm.
ATL fan, but he's a LeBron James fan. So it's like,
everyone can't be perfect.
I know, like me. So that's me and Ricardo beef because he likes LeBron James. So, I took extra joy in LeBron losing. But anyway, back to what we were talking about. As the title says, 7.
7.
Because we are
Wade and Danielle Sade.
Hey, Danielle. That's Tamika, TD.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're 7 days away from the wedding. I am extremely tired of it. If you follow me on Instagram, on my private Instagram page, then you will see that, I posted a meme yesterday, I think. Was it yesterday, the day before? Just kind of like,
I think so.
Ask me if I'm excited for the wedding one more time. And that's pretty much where I'm at. I'm kind of like, every time I'm gonna just start saying no when people be like, are you excited? No. And I'm gonna do it with a straight face because I'm really good at making really random faces, so I'm gonna just be like no, and just look at them confused, like
I don't get excited.
I'm gonna just look at them confused, like why are you, like, why would I be excited?
Aren't you so excited for what? I'm about to get married. You say it like that, it sounds real bad aloud. Yeah. So we can't respond like that, because that just sounds like,
I know, but I'm going to just look at them like, why am I excited? In other news, we need to go to DeKalb County on Monday to get or somewhere to get a marriage license.
Pick a random county in Georgia to pick up a marriage license.
Yeah, we're just going to go somewhere.
I was at one point saying, let's just go to Putnam just because. Because the state of Georgia, if you're from here, you don't have to really just get a county or get a marriage license in your county of residence. You can just get one in the state. I just found that out recently. So.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks. So we're going to go to like random places in Georgia for licenses.
So yeah, 7 days away.
7 days.
I don't know. I don't feel. So yeah, it's not that I'm not excited. Kind of excited. It'll probably hit me. You're kind of out the frame.
You're the same person that was like, is it wrong that I'm super excited?
I mean,
and
I
then
am.
You tag me in it like we're both excited.
No, but I'm saying I am, but I'm tired of being.
Yes, you are.
I'm excited in the sense of I'm just ready for the day to be here and over with. And not so much like, yay, I'm excited, marriage. Because let people tell it we live like an old married couple anyway. So. But yeah. So. The bachelor party / bachelorette party is this weekend.
Yeah, that is this weekend.
hopefully I won't see Mario on the news.
Hopefully I actually end up doing something for real, because I don't even know what's going on. I just passed it to the homies and said, yo, y'all got me, right? So
some of us couldn't do that, but
yeah.
That's neither here nor there.
We gonna see if I could. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, you know, I'm in the good hands. Like, something gonna happen.
You should be okay.
I should be alright. I ain't worried about it.
Just, you know.
Like I said, rule number 1, nobody give me ecstasy. It's a hangover joke.
And no one roofie.
Yeah, please don't nobody roofie me and then lose me on the top of the building.
Now, you know, I have told
Turn
Mario.
right on West Campbellton Street.
Hey, can you turn your volume off?
So Bixby was listening, and fashion party to see Mario in the news. Hopefully, LC in the bliss on the real Castellano, according to Bixby.
And that's why Samsung sucks. Anyway.
Like, why is Bixby even open? I didn't.
Exactly. Your phone just be listening for no reason.
Oh, it's in native context. Okay.
Focus now. What are we talking about? Oh, the bachelor party. Yeah. So I told his grooms. Well, I told the 2 best men, which is still kind of booty because one of the best men is my best friend. But you know, that's neither here nor there. Which is hilarious because last night we were working on the programs and
continue straight for 12 minutes.
Can you turn your volume off, bruh? So we were doing the programs last night. Mario got sleepy because he didn't go to sleep when he got off of work. So and was up all day. So he just went to sleep. And so Kenny was like, all right, well, let me do this because it needs to be done and whatever. So Kenny finished off what Mario was doing. And then we started gluing, well, I was making the ribbons, the bows or whatever for the programs. And we started gluing them on together or whatever. So after that, we ran out of ribbon. Well, I bought the wrong kind of, well, we bought the wrong kind of ribbon, but we didn't know because it doesn't say. Because, I mean, we both picked it out. We were like, yeah, this works. But it doesn't say on the ribbon, like, this is tulle ribbon. This is, it just says wedding ribbon on all of them. So it's like, well, dang. And they all got the same code. So it's like, how do I know which is which? Without having to stare at it hard. So we ran out of the blue ribbon, but we did all the gray bows. And so glued those on. So we were done. And me and Kenny were just talking. He was like, you know, what is my schedule like for next week? And I'm like, what you mean? He's like, I have no idea what's going on. And I was like, oh, okay. So me and Kenny ran through the schedule, and I was just kind of telling him, like, he's gonna take me to the venue the morning of the wedding. So he was just like, okay, cool. After I help set up and get you situated, like, then what do I have to do? And I was like, you can go back to Chuck House and get ready with the rest of the guys, or you can stay around the venue or whatever and just be there for me. And he was like, well, if I stay there I don't mind staying there with you, but where can I change? And I was like, you can change in the room with me, you can go in the bathroom, like it's whatever. And he was like, I can't just go in the bathroom, it's a tux, it's not like I'm just changing shirts or whatever. So I was like, well, you can go in the room. I'm like, you can go in the room that I'm gonna be in, like, it's not that serious. And he was like, all right, well, let me think about it. He was like, so what's the schedule? I'm like, so Thursday you have to go to get your tux. And I'm like, after that, I don't care. So he was like, he got to go get his haircut Thursday after he picks up his tux. And I'm like, okay, so what time is your tux? Like, what time is your barber? He's like, well, my barber's only in town for 3 days. Hey, Lula. Or something. So what did he say? Yeah, you were asleep. I was like, so at this point, you already went to the room. So he was saying that he was going to go get his haircut and then Friday help out with setting up and all of that and checking into the hotel and XYZ. And so he was like, why am I doing more for you than I am for the groom? I'm like, that's why it's 2 of y'all. And I was like, you're really not doing more for me because you're setting up with Mario. Yeah, I'm gonna be there for I was like, but no, he kind of felt like he should be there with me because he is my best friend. I know you didn't care. So he was just kind of like, yeah, I'll be there. That's cool. But then at the same time, he don't want to get dressed in the tux in the bathroom. So he was I feel that too. Like, so he was like, if I gotta go back to Chuck House, I will. Yeah. I'm like, that's cool. I just need my car in front of the venue because I don't have time for, you know, my car not being in front of the venue. Right. So yeah. You're solemn. Did our dresses come? I just thought about that. Like, inquiring minds want to know.
I thought your dresses had been back.
Well, I had asked on Tuesday, I think, and they weren't there. Yeah, so. I mean, she leaves tomorrow, so I would hope the dresses are here.
Before she leaves?
Yes. Yeah. You're solemn. Are you still coming on Thursday? I know, I'm just asking her all these questions.
Yeah, you can let her reply to one question and then follow with another question. You wouldn't be a good reporter.
Whatever.
You would not be a good reporter. You ask like 6 questions at once at a press conference.
We need suggestions. Any kind of, like, I'm not really a big champagne drinker, and when I do, it's usually like sweet champagne, and that in mimosas. And
where did you get
so
like,
I'm just asking random questions.
Okay.
Because I just wanted something. I just wanted to ask. So, you know, if anybody got any suggestions on what, you know, champagne. I think we need a brut, right?
You need a brut.
So a brut
need
champagne.
Something strong. Need a brut. A dry brut would be cool.
Yeah, because
and then it doesn't have to be like, you know, anything special or fancy. We don't need Cristal or, you know, Cristal's ghetto cousin.
Because it's mimosas and it's going to be mixed.
Right,
so.
or Cristal's ghetto cousin, Cristaliano. Don't need either one of those. We can do something real base. Because we just need a base champagne to actually just pour in. We got you.
See, I don't know what we got you mean.
That means we got you. That means stop asking her and just let it go.
I mean... Stop. It's my dress. You would be tripping too if you didn't know if your tux was coming in or not.
I would have just had a plan B. I can't afford the trip. I go into production mode.
Hey, Kalina. I went to school with her.
Okay.
Done with it, yeah.
I go into production mode. I don't trip off of that.
So, yeah. If anybody have any champagne recommendations, that'd be great.
I still gotta get my nephews figured out.
We already have our stuff taken care of as far as everything else is done. We got a signature drink.
Yep.
That I named.
Yep, she named it. It's actually a real good name. It was almost surprising at first because I was like, wow, that's a good name.
So it's called, are we telling them what's called? Or
I mean, you can just, well, it doesn't matter. Like, if you want it to be a surprise, then don't tell them. That's how it works. So if you want it to be a surprise, then don't say it. If you don't care, then say it.
I didn't care, but if it's supposed to be a surprise.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know. I just asked you. Do you want it to be a surprise, or does not matter? Okay,
so our signature drink is called the Blue Lemonade.
Yes.
And I know he goes by Mario Cordell, but his last name is really Lee.
It is.
So that's why it's the Blue Lemonade, and blue because our colors are it's really Malibu and pewter, but
pewter.
Or what I like to call blue and silver.
Yeah.
Or blue and gray. So that's why it's the Blue Lemonade. And so yeah, it has some stuff in it. And it's vodka, so.
There's stuff in it and it's vodka. So let's leave it at that. If you're a drinker, you can probably figure it out. But, you know, if you aren't.
No, because if it's somebody that used to drink me back in the day, they'll probably be like, it's vodka with food coloring. So, you know.
Food coloring,
no, but they'll be like, I'll just drink it straight with. So if it's blue, then it must have. Yeah, I used to drink.
You live a real interesting existence before me, didn't you? No,
I just drink. Me and Kenny used to drink, and John, JJ.
Yeah, I just drink vodka with food coloring.
No, John used to make me blue mother. But no, I'm just saying that in general, like, people that know me be like, I don't do mixed drinks. So that's why I'm like, they're going to be like, so what you do is make it blue with food coloring because you're not mixing drinks. Not because I actually do that in my spare time.
Yeah.
God, I have to explain everything to you.
Yeah. Sometimes.
No, this railroad tracks looks different during the daytime.
Yeah.
Anywho. So yeah, we're driving to Fayetteville.
We're taking the most scenic way to Fayetteville.
Well, I mean, from where we live to get to Fayetteville, this is the better route than the drive back. Yeah.
Because we're in scenic Douglasville.
No, we're on the border of Douglasville.
Yeah, it's like we're in the suburbs of the Swats, is what I tell people. It's like the outskirts of the Swats is where we live.
Yeah, so anything else we got the rest of our bar together.
Yeah. You got a bartender that's just gonna stand there and just not really do anything because we paid him, and you did all the heavy lifting.
I didn't do all the heavy lifting.
He still gets to make tequila sunrises. That's right.
He gotta make the mimosas and the blue lemonade.
That's
I gave him the recipe for the blue lemonade.
True, you did.
Hopefully he'll make it right.
I'm pretty sure he can make it.
I should have told him it's the parts, like how to make it. But
I'm pretty sure he can.
Hopefully. But I feel like that we only need like one bottle of vodka for that, because I don't see too many people really drinking in that 2.5 hour span. I don't see people really running through that like that.
I mean, not necessarily.
And we could take whatever.
Yeah, we'll still have some stuff. We're gonna have plenty of stuff up there.
Should have hired me. The bartender, no. You're first of all, they wouldn't have let you for the simple fact they're gonna be like, oh, that's family. You never don't hire family. Let family be able to enjoy the day, yada yada yada, blah blah blah.
Yeah, I already got family working, which is funny because that would have came from my family.
I know, it would have came from your family. Just like your family will not know about the cupcakes. That we're going to pick them up on the way to the venue.
I told you, I'm just let them beat you. Like,
they're not gonna know until I show up with it.
He's just gonna beat you. The women of the village are just gonna beat you.
No, Kenny gonna be with me.
Kenny's gonna leave as the women of the village beat you. He's gonna go and do whatever he gotta do.
I mean, Kenny's gonna go in with me to grab the stuff.
Right. Okay.
Because it's the cupcakes, the cake, the ice, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
Because we can go ahead and get all the orange juice and all that stuff before that. But yeah.
Yep.
So
women of the village are still gonna beat you. You need to get the lemonade.
You're coming to the rehearsal dinner, right? I mean, I know you don't have to, but
I mean, feel free though. I mean,
well, at least come to the rehearsal dinner.
Yeah, come through.
But yeah.
Hopefully we can finalize everything on that today.
Is it bad that I'm more excited about the Kutfo Saturday night than anything? Like, I really want this Kutfo. And it's supposed to be like 3 different kinds of like things to go with the Kutfo.
That's what's up.
I'm just saying, like, I had Kutfo whenever the last time we went to Dust, I had it.
Your mom made you Kutfo.
It's Friday. The rehearsal's at 3, and then the rehearsal dinner is at 5.
Yep.
So yeah. I think your mom was gonna tell your mom to come. My mom was gonna tell your mom to come, but at least to the dinner. Yeah. I mean, you don't really have to come to the rehearsal.
Y'all just gonna stand around and be outside. It's kind of.
But
yeah. Dead.
You can come to the dinner. Plus, I have a gift for you or something, so you have to come to the dinner. Cool. So if you get here Thursday, we could probably go do something Thursday night. Because I'm probably going to need something. That after having to go with the groomsmen and my dad and Mario's dad and go get all the tuxes.
Go and do that. You're choosing to
I have to go with my father.
Well, that's right. You have to go with your dad. I keep forgetting. Because your brother doesn't. I forgot your brother's not in the wedding anymore. So.
Yeah, I mean, I could call my brother, but even if I call my brother, I'm still going to have to take him because my brother's car can't carry the wheelchair.
Right, okay.
So, regardless, I have to go. So, after dealing with that, I'm just saying after trying, pushing my dad and getting him situated and make sure everything fits and all that taken care of, we're probably going to want to hang out somewhere for Thursday.
New Hope Road, 200 feet.
I'm turning?
Yeah, turn
I just passed New Hope Road.
Well, so 1.5 miles, you're going to turn left on the Brockman Road.
So I don't need to turn around? No. Sorry about that. Mario forgot to update that I need to turn.
If you would have had volume up, you could have heard waves.
I mean, but your crap was way too loud.
Hey, do you want to know?
Hey, Marjorie.
I'm
just saying,
Marjorie. Would you like to know? Would you like to be confused?
I'd rather be confused.
Clearly, so you were. So you got you with EA confusion.
It's not my fault that your bootleg Samsung doesn't do like my wonderful iWatch and vibrate them and have the directions on your watch so that you still know that a turn is coming.
It does that in maps and it doesn't do that through Waze. So sorry about that. But you have an issue with maps. So
that's because Google Maps is bootleg. I've always said Google Maps, you be driving and it'd be like you have arrived and you're looking like this is a forest, where have I arrived? I've had that happen.
GPS coordinates for a forest?
No. And that's what happened to my mom when she was going to Northside Hospital once. And that's when Maps was being run by Google. And it was like, you have arrived. And then it was like somebody's house. And my mom was like, I'm pretty sure this is not the hospital. So, yeah.
Okay.
Anywho, Marjorie, we're headed to your neck of the woods. Is this where I turn?
Is this Brockton? Nope.
No.
It's not Brockton.
We're headed to Fayetteville, Marjorie. So, yeah, we're really headed to your side of town.
Ginger Cake Road is what we just crossed.
Right.
So, Brockton's coming up.
Turn left on Brockton Road.
Right here?
Yep.
Okay. I can't do it. The car behind me was too close.
Okay. So, you also had road signs. And the phone told gestures on you that.
I know, but I couldn't see the street. And the car behind me, again, was too freaking close.
Okay. It's okay. Hickory Road. About a mile.
Just turn around.
Hickory Road's going to be right there. Like, literally, it's going to be up here.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Y'all get to see our experience. This is why I don't like when we have to use Mario for GPS
because it's my fault.
It never goes well.
Because it's my fault.
Mario doesn't do well with directions, period. It don't matter if he's driving and the GPS is right here, he'll still miss his spots.
No, because this is the person that would just go turn it off. Like, if I'm driving one, I don't want to look at a screen.
No,
like,
but I'm saying, like, when I had surgery, y'all, I don't think y'all understand. When I had surgery and I couldn't talk and I couldn't drive. More importantly, I couldn't drive.
Nice
whatever, because you even said you didn't like it because you had nobody to talk to.
Oh, it was cool. When did I ever say that?
Yes, you did. When my mom asked you, you was like, no. You was like,
oh, okay.
Is this the turn?
That's it. This is Hickory.
See, that's delayed. It's like turn left on Hickory. Not even like in 1,000. I know. I'm mad.
Did it. You weren't listening.
Whatever. Anyway, like I was saying, when Mario had to drive everywhere, don't put it that loud. That crap hurts my ears. Her voice is annoying. That's why I never use a woman's voice. The woman's voice is high pitched and it really hurts my ears.
The woman's voice gives you more of an accurate turn by time.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
The guy gives me a better accurate turn.
Okay, he don't give you any streets. He doesn't name.
Yes, he does.
He does not name streets.
On Waze, yes, he does.
No, he doesn't. I promise you, he doesn't name streets.
He does.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. Now, if you use one of the like making
people
yourself
voice,
because
no one wants to hear us argue. I don't even want to do this. It's not my fault.
Anyway, like I said, when I had surgery and I couldn't drive, and Mario had the GPS, those were the longest 3 weeks of my life because Mario be using the GPS and it's like driving Miss Daisy, and he was just going like 3 miles an hour. Speed limit 70, he's going 12.
This never happened.
Yes, it did.
When? Give me one example of the time it happened. When?
All the time.
When?
Dang, I'm on my Coke.
Yeah, turn right on New Hope Road, 300, 600 feet.
That was the first street we were supposed to turn on, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anywho, it's Friday.
Mm-hmm.
I get married in 7 days.
Yep.
In some hours.
I think I get married in 7 days. I don't know.
You said you think you get married?
Yeah, I think I am.
Whatever.
Turn left on Burnside Drive in a mile.
Okay. Thank you.
I'm not gonna try to help you no more. You got it.
I said thank you. I don't know what the street you said. It's over with a B.
Burnside Drive.
Huh?
Burnside
That's a
Drive.
really big house. So yeah. This is us. We're always like this.
Not all the time.
This is Mario's happy face right here. This right here.
It is my
Happy face. He's gonna really hate it when he has to smile in wedding pictures.
I'm not gonna smile.
Let's see why. You said you were gonna practice your smiles.
my eyes. This one smile.
That's even worse. I'm trying to get you in the shot because you act like you don't want to be in it.
Kind of look a little homeless. I just didn't really want to be completely seen. I'm gonna start doing like my mom and just start putting my hand up over the camera. You ever seen that when I just go do Google chats and Google Voice with my mom? And she's like,
yeah,
hi.
when you do a Google, she's like covering the camera.
Why are you covering the camera? It's just me and you.
My mama don't care. I'm gonna FaceTime me. Don't be caring.
It's like, why are you covering this? Who else is here with us to see us talk right now?
Is it this street?
Yes, it is. This is Burnside Drive.
Why I feel like this Waze is taking us to somebody's house.
Waze does this period.
I know,
all the
but
time, so don't even know.
I know, but it's weird. Like we going through somebody's subdivision. What is this?
Beckett Lane in 420 feet, 375 feet, 325. Beckett Lane.
I'm turning here.
Yep. They put us into the back side of the pavilion.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So this ain't bad, but it looked like for a second we was turning to somebody's subdivision.
No, just the office part.
So it's telling me to go straight?
Yep.
Cool. So yeah, we're at the Fayetteville Pavilion
Yep,
for you
we're
people
at
in
the
Georgia.
pavilion.
So yeah, I rarely come over here. I have no reason, and it's like the only time I come over here is when we're going to your aunts and uncle house because they're. That's the only reason we barely come over here.
I was gonna bring my Dick's Sporting Goods gift card.
Should've.
I should have. I literally had it in my hand. So
I know. This is it over here?
Yep, it's always been this is it over here. And it's still the rib tips.
What's the other one? It's the
seafood.
Is that what they say in the commercial? I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't be paying attention.
Seafood.
I don't really eat this is it, so I don't really be caring.
Dad, it's the seafood. No, son, it's the rib tips.
Shout out to my boy Chris Setoff Jones. He was in that video.
Yes,
in that commercial with Wanda Smith.
He was. Set it off.
But yeah. What is Tinseltown? Is that a movie theater? Again, I don't come to Fayetteville Pavilion. I don't know what a Tinseltown is. It's really big. That's a Walmart.
Yep.
It says H.H. Gregg, Big Lots, and Dollar Tree.
That's the Walmart.
USA Nails. I see the Walmart now. Because I'm like, there got to be a Walmart. That thing's too big to be that stuff.
Yeah, that's a really big USA Nails.
That's a really small Toys R Us and Babies R Us.
I mean, not really.
Considering that I thought all Toys R Us have gone out of business. That's a big party city.
That is a big party city. That's a big Bills outlet. That's what the group is.
That's that too. Apparently, that's where all the parties. It's telling me to turn right. Oh, yeah, I see how
this is it.
It's Old Navy over here.
There's an Old Navy over here.
See, I don't come over here. That's why I don't know what's over here.
A lot of stuff over here. But a lot of stuff that's over here is over by us anyway, which is why we wouldn't have to really come over here.
I will go to the east side before I come to the Fayetteville Pavilion and get something. I'm just saying in general.
You say that.
I
then
would.
when you go to the east side and you start complaining
I complain about the east side because ninjas don't know how to drive on the east side.
No, you just go find customer service issues on the
Oh yeah, customer service is horrible. But no, I'm just saying. It was just bad service. And what's funny is when me and my mom went to that Hobby Lobby, it was fine, but...
So it's just when I went, it was me?
Not the one in Stone Mountain, the one in North Lake.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you had issues.
But I mean, that was the guy. Look, for
times.
those people who are in customer service, if she don't hurry up and get across the street with this child.
The child looked back.
Even the child was like, Mommy, there's a car. Let's hurry up. Anyway, so... if you work in customer service and your job requires you to take, IDs, great, because I only want to turn right here, and it's nothing like not being able to turn because you're waiting for people to move. But yeah, so if you work in customer service and your job is like, oh, for refunds we have to take we need an ID. And someone hands you a valid passport, please don't tell that person that that's not a valid ID. Please don't, because my passport is more secure than any ID. And it's funny because I know they finna go in here. We're gonna see if these idiots in here try me with the same thing.
I mean, some people are just stupid. Some people don't really know what a passport is and what a passport does.
Somebody hands you a passport, that's an ID.
You probably didn't know it was a passport.
It said U.S. passport, man.
Just because it said that. Did you hand it to it open or did you hand
open,
it to
on the page.
Right.
Like, here's my passport.
Right.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Any parting words?
I'm sorry if you had to sit through this. Most of y'all didn't. I don't even blame you. This is we've had better episodes. We have. This is okay though. You got a lot on your mind right now. Bye. You okay over there?
Follow us on Instagram, The Cordales.
Follow us on Instagram. Go to the website, www.thecordales.com.
There's nothing on there but pictures of us, but, you know.
You go to our registry.
Stuff. Oh, yeah, you can go to our gift registry.
You can always buy us a gift.
And look at all the stuff that Mario
I curated the registry myself. I'm actually kind of proud of it.
So, yeah, because...
I curated the registries myself. All 3 registries I pretty much curated, so... Yeah.
It's probably about 5 items on all the lists together that I actually was like, I want that.
Yeah. Yeah, if you look at it, it's like you can kind of tell a man did it, but you can't. So I'm kind of proud of that.
So, yeah.
Yeah. So I said bye already. So.
Bye.
Bye.